Ugh. Hello. I fell asleep too early and then I woke up and I'm still trying to do that fasting that I was trying. I'm trying to do intermittent fasting again. But that means that I can't eat for like another 4 or 5 hours and I'm pretty hungry. So I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? So I decided I would stream and try and be productive to put that energy into something that isn't eating. Gum that you know. I have energy mints to suck on, but I feel like I shouldn't do that at 5:40 a.m. right after I wake up. Also, I think that would break my fast technically. I'm not sure. The gum wouldn't, but I don't have gum. I don't I think I've chewed gum like twice in my life and I've never understood it. Well, see, my way of dealing with hunger is going to be productive. So I've been working on I'm trying to rework my overlays. So this is what I have right now. I feel like I need a background because I didn't really like how the colors looked with the stuff. So I just took them off. But it feels so barren if I just make it black and white or just black. But honestly, I don't hate this as like a layout for now until I do my rebrand for like working. I feel like I need to have like a hand overlay. Let me look that up. I'm probably going to be working on the stream, half of the stream. I think when I don't know what I'm going to cook. I don't have any meat. I could do a gradient. That's true. I could do my gradient. Let me see if I have it somewhere. That just throw in as an image. Image. We're not going to make sources. We'll create new. Let's look. Do I have it in the right folder? I think it's not in the right folder. That was gonna look up. Hold on, OBS. Let me type this in so I don't forget. I am liking what I'm creating though for like a stylized sort of effect for my back for my like stuff. I think I am just gonna go all in on the VHS CRT look until I get my rebrand and we just completely abandon this. Unless I just really decide I like this more. In which case I rethink my rebrand entirely. All right, hold on. Yeah, I have brand background 4. I think that one would work best. So this one, I'll put it up. It's this one. If I run underneath everything, let's see how it looks. Okay, I mean it's not bad. I think I need a drop shadow like effect. Let me look up OBS drop shadow. Stroke glow shadow. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. Is this updated? It is. All right, I don't know if I can put this in the middle of me in OBS. So this I wish there was a way I could restart OBS without restarting the stream, but I don't think that's an option. Add OBS plugin while live. No, I gotta close it. I think I'll blur the background image. So let me apply like a... Let me apply a composite blur. Oh yeah. Okay. That's not bad. Yeah, theoretically, I do have the OBS crashing on, so I did consider that I could task manager close it and it should work, but I also don't want to risk it not working and just like having to redo the stream and sending another ping out at 5, almost 6 a.m. So I'll probably just deal with it. And then I'll put that stroke glow on thing afterward, because I'll put that on like, because that'll be great on like all of the stuff in here. The perspective is really fucking with me because it's not like a consistent perspective on it. I wish there was like a way to get a because none of this is actually 3D. It's all just using a plugin, right? That's, I guess, I'm faking it. But it does create like hard edges and stuff. And on the, it's none of it's like the same perspective, which fucks with me a little bit, but it's fine. I would have had it be keeping myself on the right, but I ended up going for the left. And I think it's, I did that because I didn't want to make a new overlay for the chat that would have like the perspective. I would have like the chat comes out of the left, so the chat has to be on the left side, and I wanted to be on the same side as the chat, so it would be like it would fit right above me, right? So it just sort of resulted in me needing to pivot all of my stuff to the left, while I normally have my avatar on every other scene. Like on this scene, it's on the right, and then on this scene, it's on the right. This is now the former desktop scene. I'm not just going to use for playing games and stuff. This one will stay as it is. But I'm like, if I'm working, I don't need to have that clean interface. I can have this sort of funky looking one. That's my thought process right now, at least. Let me throw on a retro effect. This retro effects plugin is super nice. I can throw on, I can interlace my fucking, I can interlace the background, dude. I don't want to do that. We could posterize it. I could put a retro codec on. Ooh, retro codec's kind of cool. I don't hate that. Adding a dithering effect to it, that's pretty cool. Well, there is an actual dither. Oh, wow, that's different. I think I prefer the retro codec. Of course, I can put the before and after the blur, but I think I'll do that, and then I'll put another retro effect on here. Let me see if I just put the... I don't want the background to move. That needs to be, like, solid. Okay, that's Matrix. Cathode boot. I could just make it fucking boot up. NTSC. Whoa. This fucking blurry-ass background. I feel like that kind of takes away, though. Ooh, oh, that's no. Let's try the CRT again. That's what I've been using the most. Just seeing everything except the main window. It's like inside the TV looking out into whatever's there. That's kind of funny. I like that. Yeah, I didn't want to put it on the main window because I feel like that was too distracting from trying to watch. Like I tried it. So there is a little bit of it because it's on the entire scene adding that CRT effect, but that's just adding some vignette and some beveling and some blur and bloom around the edges, right? You need running edges and some bloom. I don't hate that. That adds some nice. Okay, I think that looks all right. Can I get this? Ooh, okay, hold on. Can I get this to move? A little bit. I think I would have to add the VHS effect to do that. That'll be fine for now. That's better than black at least. Good suggestion adding just that to the background. I mean, if it got really dark from doing this. It just has my fucking, if I hide the main window, you can just see the logo in there blurred in the middle. Yeah, I definitely need some shadowing, some outline or something, right? That's what I'm missing, so I'll get that effect in there next time. But honestly, this is one of the better, like, overlays I think I've made for my streaming. It's not entirely consistent, but I like it. I thought about adding, like, the wiggle to the main panel, but it was like, I feel like it's a little distracting when it starts moving around. I figured that should be a constant. I did have that hand tool. Let me see about getting that. Oh right, it was the fucking Mushy the Mushroom goddamn tablet and hand. Yeah, the mushy hand. I didn't realize it was that until I pulled it up. That's fucking all right. I don't. I don't think I'm. I don't think I'm gonna use that. For now at least. Let me see if there's a different. I was looking up a different hand tool. OBS. Hand plugin drawing. I feel like there's another one. OBS plugins for artists. Let's see what we got. Let's see. fuck? Somebody ate a... What is this? It costs money. Okay, there's like a tool you can get that lets people let your mods and put stuff on your stream while you're streaming. That's pretty fun. Maybe down the line one day when I could have a use for it. Let's see. This plugin's called Teleport. Lets you have your OBS on one computer and then stream from another one. All right, well, we'll just start working for now. I think that this overlay will work for today. For my little work desktop overlay. And then I can always just throw in more fucking windows or just I can just throw in more panels, dude. I can just throw in as many panels as I fucking want. Right now I'm going to well, the plan is I need to make his runner outfit. I put references of it. I'll pull the references up here. These are just Pinterest references. I don't have sources for them. Some of them might be AI generated. I have no real good way of knowing, but they're just quick references I took. So just that's my disclaimer. I'm not going to use them too heavily. They were just more of a mood board of what I want to make. And I'm just going to kind of wing it. I hope they're not. I think at least one of these might. I can't remember which one it was. Where the fuck did I put the image? There it is. Knowing how Pinterest is rotten in hell now, with half the stuff being just AI, it's very possible something on here is AI. But everything on this looked pretty cool, and it was a pretty good board of like images. So I'll pull it up. Oops. So we got a couple things here that I'm really interested in, like trying to copyright. I want to go for this like very gentlemanly look. I want to go for the see, we got like, I love these pants on this one. Setting pictures to hide AI images. I believe I have that turned on, but it doesn't really help. That might be the spy from TF2. I'm not sure. This bottom right looks pretty good for it. I want to keep his character design. So he has the lab coat. I think it's important that he has a sort of a piece going down, right? Like the lab coat, right? Like a coattail almost. Something equivalent to that if it's not going to be a jacket. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a jacket on him yet. This outfit I love down here. It's got these nice pants, great art. I don't know the source again because Pinterest is useless when finding where things come from. But again, I'm not going to copy anything directly. I'm just going to use it as inspiration. Hey Spats, I'm going over my Pinterest mood board for an outfit I'm about to make. This fucked up board I put together of random images off Pinterest. I'm about to put the fucking old man from Neon in this fit. These pants I love. I think I want to go for these like grandpa pants, but like cool grandpa pants. Like this is his cool outfit. It's for Professor Pine. I'm gonna put him in a new outfit. I'm about to model it. I'm about to start modeling it. I'm gonna start with the pants because I love these pants with the folds and like that sort of go way up too high. Maybe his runner outfit. I'm not gonna have this on stream while I work because I don't know how to do that. Also, yeah, I'm the overlay hat ideas. I think I'm just gonna do. I really just like the Reginald Hargreaves hat, so probably something like that. And I'm probably gonna do a mask, kind of. I'm not sure if I want to do a felt like mask like that with goggles yet, or if I want to do a full porcelain style mask. I feel like this mask is like, but I cut off the hair so the hair still shows. I like that idea. Like a little bit of the back of the hair still shows. And I have these like goggles that'll probably show his eyes, kind of like his glasses do. Probably the same hair, so that way when I take off the hat and like the costume and then like the mask, it's like clear it's him. Yeah, hold on, let me show the. I've been fucking around with overlays. I found this OBS plugin called Retro Effects, and also this one that lets you make it like a 3D, like slightly moving cube, like blocks. So I put that on everything, just because I'm like, when I rebrand, I probably won't have any of this. So I'm like, I might as well just fuck with it now. This is the BRB screen. I went a little harder on the CRT effects because you don't really need to pay attention to anything here. But I didn't do it as hard on the work desktop overlay I just made because that would be hell. And I don't have any of the CRT effects on my or the moving on my gaming, because if I had it on here, that would be evil because you wouldn't be able to focus on the game. So I just have a chat that fades over time on this one, and a version of me that has no effects because I don't want to distract from whatever I'm playing. So I did that in the last like day because I was fucking around. Right now I need to I had to give him underwear. I'm gonna use the same shoes, and I'm just gonna I'm changing their shape a little bit from like that to that, making them a little bigger and a little more pointed. Raise up, grandpa. Hold on, let me pull out chat on my phone. I always forget to do that. So on the pants, I think I'm just gonna start winging it. I think I'm gonna make a Dr. Doofenshmirtz a character. He's not evil. Sorry, let me hide this. And he wouldn't have these glasses either, so let me hide those. Yeah, that's why I'm just getting in those extra streams this week. I don't remember. I don't think I have anything this week. Put it away, Grandpa. I'll probably keep his hair the same way it is. I need to put a hat on him. Maybe I'll model a quick hat. It is a casual week. It is a week for me to just work and get this done. Where did that? Oh, right. My scaling answer brings all off. Definitely probably made that. No, I made that to 16 because I'm going to subdivide it. So I want to do 16 to start. Let's just make this like that. I am definitely going to be winging it on most of this, as I tend to do. At some point, by the way, I still need to fucking remake his hands. These hands are he's got sausages, dude. I just slapped them together because I'm like, I don't want to model the hands, so I just made like that because I never modeled hands properly like that. Or I had done it once a long time ago. I'm gonna look up some references to topology and like remake them later. Probably before I actually, because I'm gonna sell this model at some point. I did resculpt them a bit. I could try again. They're just, it's difficult. I mean, the fingers are almost okay. But it's this foam, so I need to resculpt it again if I'm gonna try that. But it might just be better to remodel them. I'm not sure. I'm not worried about the time. I want to make them good. And if I remodel them, that's more practice at modeling hands. I could do that. Oh yeah. Hmm. Damn, fucking Lincoln, what are you doing here? Let me... I'm really debating how I want to, like, merge this. Because I could just... I really... maybe I should... No, I should be... I shouldn't do that. I should be better. And also so I don't go fucking insane. There we go. Well, that subdivision cranked my computer for a second. I don't know if I should put the solidify on it before or after the subdivision. I've accidentally made a hunting hat, which is pretty funny. We're not going to worry about even having the hair on while I do this because that won't matter. Edge crease. I love working without a reference because I just start going fucking insane as I don't remember what hats look like. How the fuck do they work, man? Let's say it's a 0.5 meter thickness. Sure, why not? Put a bevel on it later, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that's a hat. That'll do. If I... Oh, yeah. I'm probably going to stream again later today as well. Again, I'm really just trying to stream as much as I can while I can. I will probably be streaming tonight if I have time and I'm awake. Hopefully I can get some more sleep. We'll see. I might just have to skip out if I'm too tired. But I'll probably stream that game I wanted to play tonight. He does look like the hunter from Jumanji. The Thanksgiving RP stuff. What are they? I thought I... No, not on my end for sure, because I'm gonna be busy. I have to make a fucking turkey. I would love to do a Thanksgiving RP where it's just about a bunch of us playing fucking turkeys. That sounds phenomenal. Maybe I should look up like a reference of a... Hold on, let me look up gentleman's hat. The classic... Okay. I think one of the things I need to do is I need to... First of all, I can probably put a simple deform on here. Oh my god. Okay, hold on a second. Wait, hold on. That was accidental, but I don't hate that. I think it's the wrong type of hat for this, though. It's the wrong type of gentleman's hat. That's like the sun hat. Ooh, okay, doing a little bit of that's a nice shape. A little wider in the back. So I do like maybe a 12.5 on that. And then I duplicate this. And then I think what I need to do on here is I was noticing that that's not what I want. Which one was it? Yeah, I thought I saw one that I liked. Oh my god. Like I want to like... I want to bend it down the middle both ways. What is that? What angle would that be? Like, I want to do this, but on the straight on. I think I need to make a empty. I need to duplicate this and just delete everything to make it an empty. There we go. Now it's an empty. So now I can bind that to that, and then I can take this and I can just rotate. Okay. Yeah. Is it 45 degrees? Perfect. There we go. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're getting two cowboy hat right now. Way too cowboy hat. Okay, now we're. God damn it. Okay, maybe just a little. I think just a little bit of cowboy hat, just like a tiny bit, like that. That's pretty good on the shape. No, I feel like it goes down slightly on the. Hold on, I'm looking at. No, it goes up. It goes up a little bit on the edges. Yeah, it definitely goes up. Yeehaw, my boy. I'm fucking cranking that thing. Grandpa, no. Yeah, I'll have to solidify and see again. Maybe I should add it out before the subdivision. Yeah, it's a better idea. Hmm. It's definitely the, now I think it's a case of I need to start shaping the inside of the hat, which would have it's not the right shape right now, obviously, right? So I need to take this. I think once I shape this, it'll help. So we're going to square this up a little bit. Okay, we're getting somewhere already. And then I'm going to turn that off, actually. His head's going to fucking peek through, and we're going to have to deal with that. The answer is we're going to have to make the hat bigger, which is fine. I don't have clipping on notes yet. I mean, once I dip in one, that's definitely possible. Right now, I need to get the shape of the door correctly. What is essentially a fedora, at least. The curse of me deciding I wanted to model everything from scratch for this character. See, what I probably should have done is I should have just gone over here, selected these, done a I insert. Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's definitely way smarter. His head's too fucking big for a hat is the issue. That'll work for the shape for now, I guess. I'll come back to it. Some reason that the this will be the runner out. Yeah, yes. Is this my runner outfit right here? Yes, this is entirely it. The perfect disguise, naked grandpa. It will be the runner outfit when I'm done. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the pants because that's gonna be an easier shape, I think, to model. I pray. That's a cone. 16 on me. Yep. Okay. Wish there was a. I just need like a half circle fucking prompt with add a mirror automatically. I don't even know why I'm doing it this way, to be honest, chat. This is not like I'm having a moment. This is not like the best way to do this in my opinion. Like I prefer to just start poly modeling poly by poly. I know a lot of people they would just copy the geometry of the legs and like do that. And it's a fine way of doing it. But I'm not like this isn't like a cost cutting thing. This is like if you're trying to save time and resources, that's a good idea. But I want to get better as I go. So I don't want to take too many shortcuts, especially when I'm trying actively to improve. Because it's a good shortcut, but shortcuts are not always the best option when you're trying to learn, in my opinion. We got this. We can take this down here and like that. Problem if when you make it, mirrored, it gets a little finicky to work with it. I keep it consistent, but it doesn't really need to be consistent. It's going to be subdivided anyway. We need to look like a Blues Brother, like a Peaky Blinder, like a something like a cool dude. Make another circle now, and we're gonna take this one and we're gonna turn off clipping because it's been half inside. And this one's gonna go to the very bottom. Oh. And I think we're gonna do like big pant leg all the way down, so it's gonna be pretty big down here. I gotta like position it so that it doesn't clip into itself because his legs are so close together. I think that'll do. I think we'll add one at the knee actually first. How I'm going to add the folds in, I'm not sure yet, but I know I want to do that. So now I'm going to add another one of these, and this time I'm going to connect that to that. That to that, I guess. That to there. You don't have to worry about tries or n-gons when you're subdividing. Not really. People are so scared of n-gons, but they're really useful. I don't know if I'll end up using any on this. I probably should. I don't know enough about the techniques to actually use them properly. But like, I'm just gonna do that right there, and I'm just gonna merge by distance, remove that extra vertice I just made, and like that's fine. In I'm content with that. I think I will add an extra loop there so I can connect this a little more seamlessly. I think I'll add an extra one there, and then this. Merge that together. I think I will. Let me turn on auto merge. Do I want that? Probably. Again, I'm gonna do my stomach's rumbling. This is working to avoid my hunger though. Just stream when you're hungry, guys. It's the equivalent to chewing gum. Sophie, you're gonna be streaming a lot, aren't you? We'll do that. We'll do exactly the same as over there. And then we have that area starting up. Okay, I'm not worried about getting this perfect. I just kind of want to get it good enough. Like I can probably remove that loop there, or I can edge dissolve that. I can edge dissolve this one. I can edge dissolve this one. Yeah, I've been trying. I'm trying to do as much as I can. I'm glad it's apparent. I want to really improve the content I'm making and make more of it. So I'm trying to just stream everything. I need to do things in my life, and I really need to make this work. So I'm trying to start. Obviously, I'm not fully there yet. I really want to get into like YouTube content as well, but that requires to edit things, and I haven't made the time to edit things right now. But I do want to start doing YouTube content as well when I have a little bit more time. It's hard because when I'm doing constant RP every day, it takes up like so much of my brain power. Thank you, Zoe. I think I would be honestly streaming more if I wasn't doing RP. Now, should I like some okay, subdivision surface, yes. Let's recalculate outside. Yep. Damn, that pan shape is like perfect for what I wanted actually. That's so funny. Cuz I didn't think it would just come out perfect. Now do I want to do I'll probably keep these square. Maybe if I could no, I'll keep them square. Do I show a little bit of leg? No, I think I should cover down to the yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's basically exactly the pants I want. Let me try fixing that issue. Not that it'll matter because the legs won't be there when I'm done. Yeah. I had intended to stop RPing after, excuse me, I think it was last year, maybe? Like I was gonna stop. I was not gonna like quit the projects I was in, but I was going to stop joining new ones, and I have stopped joining new ones now. Unless there's like a small project with friends, I'll do that. But no I need to have a deadline if I join something now. No multi-year long projects in my repertoire anymore, please. I want to get into the industry of acting and animation, and I can't really do that if I'm constantly making myself do like all this other shit. I want to start voice acting, and I'm not making time for it when I'm thinking about like all this other shit I got to do. And a part of it's like, yeah, it's such a huge commitment for something that honestly, in the near future, I need to start making. I need to start making money, which is why I'm trying to do the streaming more often now and stuff. Right. Part of it also just because I want to stream more. I want to build up stuff, and I want it to lead somewhere. And if I don't manage to make that work, then there's the very real possibility that there's going to be a lot less of it, right? A lot less. I won't be able to stay in every RP I'm in. I'd have to leave some if I can't make this work, right? And that's just the reality of life that I'm having to face, which is fine. But I just need to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. I want to... hold on. I want to keep this line going here, I think. Can I keep it going? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't ask me why I wanted to keep... I just wanted that line there. Something about it pleases me. Maybe it'll look better in the with the weight. I feel like that's just the right place. I feel like I need to have one here too. Something about sectioning off the legs like that just makes me feel a little better. I don't know why. I could not tell you why.
Let's see. We gotta do this.
A lot. Putting Grandpa in some proper clothes. That's a pretty good height right there for these pants. I like that. All right, so that's the basis. Let me look at my reference again. Did I close it? Fuck. No, I didn't. Okay, so if it's like that, then I would want to copy. It would have, I guess I would copy this piece here and I would separate it. This will be his runner outfit, yeah. Hold on, I'll pull up the refs again on screen here. Hold on. He's gonna be like a gentleman in a suit. It's the mood board right there. I think I'm looking at the pants here. It looks like they go all the way to the top. I was like, because I can't do scientist again, right? Like, he's a scientist already, and I'm like, what can I do? I thought about doing cartoon robber, but it doesn't really fit his character. But I'm like, he's an old man. I should go in on the fact that he's an old man. Was my thought process. Okay, so I need to apply the mirror. Actually, funny enough, it looks like. So I need to apply the mirror, and then I need to split. Yeah, it'll really make him distinct as well. Yeah, because it will clearly be different man. I'll wait to try on the subdivision until I'm done. So I need to do this. I need to duplicate this now because it looks like it goes like that would go perfectly underneath. So probably to right there, but I don't want to do exactly right there because then it'll connect. And then I need to extrude that, move it down a little bit, extrude that, move it up a little bit. Oh, criminal. Feel like I've heard that one before. I think I'm probably just going to be known as the gentleman because I don't think anyone else is going by that. Thank you, Fire. I'm trying to determine if... Wait a second. It's occurred to me now that I don't know... Thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry, I read your name and it occurred to me that I don't know. I'm getting fucked up by that first letter that first word trying to figure out what letter that is. And then this goes, let's continue this way. I really should just duplicate all this, but that's fine. And then I'd probably go to all the way here, maybe halfway. I appreciate it. I really do. I love doing this. I ever since I was oh god, I'm gonna talk about life. Ever since not really. Not that big of a deal. Like I've always wanted to do content ever since. I think that was every kid's like idea though, that they're like,
When I grow up, I want to be a real YouTuber.
um I've I love the entertainment aspect of it. I love being able to work and work alongside people. I love the collaborativeness of it. I've always wanted to do a streamer house, like a big house full of people that are just always streaming and having fun. As much as that is like a hellscape. I think I need to bring these separate these a little bit more. I think my dream would be to have a like I grew up watching the Creatures, which was a huge YouTube channel that was could have become like Rooster Teeth if they had wanted to, I think. The only way to get yeah, oh man, I've been thinking about that because I need to move with my mom soon, and I'm starting to get a little worried because we want to get a house. We want to rent a house, and it's difficult. I feel like I even hear things about offline TV though, like pretty often. Maybe I don't know. I don't watch these groups, so I don't actually like. I haven't watched these groups since I was a kid, right? I want to round this. How the fuck do I round this out? I guess I need to like add another loop here. Yeah, okay. Oh, perfect. Shit, that worked too well. What does that look like about the subdivision? Ugh. All right, I can fix it. Okay, that's better. Because I just needed this like to be perfect there. Try and get that right shape. Yeah, I've seen that too. People just want to be fucking dramatic. I feel like that works pretty well for what I've just done here. Let me get a little. Let me put a solidify on here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I do think for my sake I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna No, it does kind of just line up perfectly. I guess I can just grab these points and like move them up slightly to make them a little less perfect there. Yeah, I haven't it it's a weird case with VR chat roleplay I think right now. I'm not exactly I think it's becoming popular because certain groups are monetizing it, which is not like they're monetizing it in a way that I don't necessarily agree with because I went on the whole tirade about it. I won't do it right now. I don't want to no drama, but I just think that there's a lot of people trying to monetize it right now, which is, results in more eyes looking at it, which is cool. That part's really great that more people are becoming interested in it. But I just like doing it for fun. That's why I want to do other content for my actual job, right? Like when it comes to streaming, I don't stream RP for money. Usually, I say usually. I don't think I've ever. I try not to do anything like that for monitor, like for role play. I try not to do that for monitor game because I just like doing that for fun. And if I start trying to make it up, I can do the regular streaming for that sort of work. You know, like this sort of thing. I can be content with monetizing this sort of stream. I think I'm gonna do a striped down pattern because I really like how that looks on them. Let me look in here and see if I can the reference here. So it looks like they. Okay, this is a little weird. I'm gonna duplicate the pants. Let me put all of these in a new folder, new collection. I mean, that's where I'd never seen it search there before. Yeah, the cost of entry is insane. Yeah. It was definitely easier when we got into it. Damn. Got that shit in the bag. Actually, should probably bring that down to match his actual ass a little bit. I'll position that properly onto him later. So I'm seeing on these pants they have like, it looks like they have like, let me draw it. They have like a line. Let me make this. Can I make this red? I think I can change it up there. Yeah, they got like a line. Where the fuck do I? Okay. Placement surface. There we go. So it's got like a line like here to here. I'm like like a pocket line there. Yeah, I feel like I hate Unity. I hate working in Unity. I hate Unity so much. I love doing tutorial work in Pyomi. I hate Unity. I hate it. I hate every part of it. I love Blender. I understand the ins and outs of Blender. I hate Unity. I'm so fucking envious of those people that are like, yeah, I do all the Blender work for this person, and this person does all the Unity work, and it's just like this symbiotic relationship. Because they don't ever have to touch Unity. They just have another person do it for them, and I'm like, you fucking lucky son of a bitch. If I could just have that thing where it's like, I could just do all the Blender work for me and someone else, and they do all the Unity work in like my day-to-day life. And it's like a reasonable amount for both of us. That'd be incredible. But the problem is I'm also like pretty decent at Unity now because I've had to learn it. Which is upsetting. Because that also means that like I'm a perfectionist, so that I think they get like a line here. Oh, like it's okay, it starts as a line here, so it starts going inward. And then it just becomes a crease as it goes. It's just a hard crease on the front. Okay. So I think in that case, I'm actually going to want to add another line here. Okay. In that case, I want to use this front crease here as like the crease. But I don't want it to go to there. So I need to turn off this. I need to add another line to it, hide that line, and then move all of this over. So now this front line is still the front, should still be the front line, I think. Yeah. I hate Unity. Now that I've done that, I feel like I need to like collapse again here. Hold on. Well, do this. No, you're good. You keep talking about it. I'm having flashbacks too, man. Whatever. I'll just keep that. It got a little high poly from that one loop, but I'll just keep it. I'll remove the extra loop when I'm done. So now this is my front line. So I'm just gonna edge crease this entire thing. I won't edge crease it that all the way. I think it looks, yeah, it stops right around there. So I'll edge crease it to there. That'll be a good basis. This is my. And then here's where it actually like disconnects. Like it creates a loop right there. Turn off subdivision. I spend a lot of time trying to make my layers look good. I have recently, admittedly, started using any state again. After the loss of Dread Scripts, fuck you, Dread Scripts. Fucking no, not gonna get into that. I'm holding back. After the loss of that fantastic tool made by a piece of shit. I'm not gonna get canceled. Everybody hates this fucking guy. He literally fucking ripped the tool out from underneath people by putting a back door in his tool when he was like,
Oh no. I can't handle people making not safe for work models with my tool. I'm gonna rip the tool out from your fucking computers and make it not work anymore through a backdoor fucking entrance. And then I'm going to fucking and then to deflect the blame, this fucking piece of garbage on his like site now, when you try to look him up, just links to his wife's content. So if you get mad at him, you have to deal with his wife. Which I just think is the most fucked up thing to do to your partner, is to deflect the blame onto them, to try and, oh, I took away this tool, so now I'm linking to my wife's Gumroad shop. Go fuck yourself. That's how I view it. I'm sure you can make the argument that like, oh no, he's genuinely trying to like spread like his he's genuinely trying to like advertise his wife's Gumroad shop for her 3D modeling. I don't care, because he's doing it in the sense that when you go to his platform of the program that he took away from us, that I paid $20 for. I paid money for this fucking shit. An essential tool to my 3D modeling that still, as far as I'm aware, hasn't been replaced.
decides to just put his fucking wife's like advertisement on there. Yes, $20. I paid for it. And then he tried to give refunds out. I'm not getting a fucking refund. I want my fucking tool. I like afterwards he was like, I don't even know if he gave the refunds to people. He had like a thing in his Discord after people complained and complained. He was like, okay, I'll give you guys refunds. I just think it's a shitty way of deflecting from him breaking his own terms of service and taking away a tool. I'm honestly just keeping the fucking. I one of the reasons I didn't even look into the refund because I don't want a refund. I want my fucking tool first of all. And if something does come from it, and I'm sure there's some clause in getting the refund that's like, well, you didn't lose anything. No, I lost $20, and I paid for that tool. You should have sent me that refund auto fucking matically if it was if you wanted it. Because one of the key essential parts of that tool that I haven't found a replacement for is the fact that you could go into it and you could convert from any state to other states. I've yet to see any of the other tools I have don't do that. It was so fucking useful because I would just set up all my layers as any states and then rip that out of them by just hitting that little button and then just do a little bit of tinkering. And then I was like, perfect. I didn't use any states. It was like, perfect. That's pretty good. I think that's, I need to like, okay, I need to crease this one still, I think. Let me add another loop there. There we go. No, I'll do it. I'll do it here too. And I will continue it up all the way. What do you mean? It didn't use blend trees. It was just a tool that it just did things automatically. If you're talking about the tool itself. Like I could set up an any state like going from this, and that, right? Which is just meaning it can transition from any state to this. But those tend to be problematic in VRChat from what I've heard. So I try not to use them too often. Yeah. All right. Well, that crease was like perfect in my eyes, I think. I could maybe add a thing here. I could maybe add like an indentation to it. Oh, that's even better. Yeah, fuck. It's a little high poly, but who cares? That looked great. And it doesn't look like it goes all the way down. I just need to add this now. So I need to really point this part out. So let me just create that like point, and then I think I can take the ones around it and I can push them in a little closer to it. Let me delete the annotation there now, just so it's not in my way. Bottom shape of holes in the diamond sword. Can I do that when it's not, because it's subdivided right now, so I wasn't sure if I should do that now or after. Hold on. Like obviously the inside geometry here is fucked. I could oh, that helps. I mean, a little bit. Should I triangulate that maybe? It does get a little weird again from the subdivision, but that's an easy fix. Pinch at the side seam of the front fold. Make the bottom shape of the holes into diamonds. So I'm trying to could just like, oh. panholes. Yeah, I'll try. Hold on. Let me do this first. That's the wrong fucking shape. There we go. There we go. Oh, that actually looks way better too, adding that triangle there. Yeah. I feel like I need more of those folds in here, but I'm not sure where they would. I guess I can just add them anyway. So that's. I need to add in a loop here. I think I will. How do I want to do this? Like I just erase this part and then. Right. Do that. Well, no, hold on. Sorry, I saw how much geometry is there versus there. So actually, let me push these back a little bit, I think. I could just literally cut it. Fuck it. Why not? And then I'll fix it from there. Hold on. Yeah, I hope you don't lose power either. My house likes to lose power every fucking time it storms. And it is one of the reasons I am so happy to hopefully be moving soon. I've lived here most of my life and it fucking sucks. Perfect. All right, let's see how it looks subdivided. Oh yeah. All right, we're getting somewhere. I do have the again. We have the belt that sort of pops up there. So let me see about. Okay. Yeah, we gotta have the big ass belt for my big boy, Grandpa. Oh yeah, look at. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's coming along. It's giving Michael Jackson. That's really funny. It will not by the end. Don't worry, because it won't be white. It'll be proper colors. Hopefully. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to grab these, and I'm going to... move them in much closer. Well, do I want to move them in closer? Let's see. It does help to create that crease, yeah. Let me throw on the weighted normal as well into this one. Hee, my boy. So on this one, I'm going to... can't do that. Okay. Well, I can't just see that. Okay, that works. My mouse wheel doesn't fucking work correctly. All right, let me try and fit the pants to him, and then I'll fit the belt to the pants. I think that's what I'll do. Because obviously it doesn't fit fully back here. You feel like somebody's watching me. Yeah, I don't really need that geometry there. Now the belt, we can sort of just... They're always watching, my boy. They're always watching. You have to be prepared. I really do hope this character lasts. He's very fun. Of course, the one character I've made that has no concept of the fact that he can even die is the one that I'm like, oh man, I really don't want this one to die. He's probably gonna be my first character death in like RP like that. I think I'm gonna. I don't, yeah, fuck it. Like it's a little too long. Here we go. Well, no, I think it was fine actually. I'm looking at because I need to actually need to make it a little longer. I think because I think that's the issue. It's either need to be shorter or longer. I think I'm gonna make it longer. Can't wait to go to the Dirty Diamond wearing these. Look, my boy, if you like these, we can get you a pair of these pants too. I'm not sure where more wrinkles would go on these. Well, it looks like okay, I'd have to symmetry it, but it looks like there's sometimes one in the middle. I might just texture that on. I'm gonna show you what a fuck boy was back in my day, boy. That's what it is. This is too far over here. This needs to be more like there. There we go. Oop. Let's see. I should add like a knee thing, shouldn't I? I should add something for the knee, shouldn't I? Topology wise. You know what? I like this better without that loop. That's interesting. Yeah, bye loop. So long. Because it creates that curve now. I honestly prefer. If I get rid of that one, I'd have to move one of these ones over. Or I could just even it out in the middle. Let's see. Do we think that'd also be pinched back here? I could do that. I did just get rid of the middle loop, ironically. So, hold on. Or I could just, well, because I kind of like I like the flow of it better without that loop a little bit, because it like, I guess it's not too much better. I mean, let me see what it looked like before again. Yeah, I don't like that. But maybe I don't need to get rid of the whole loop. Maybe I can just get rid of the top piece. Yeah, fuck it. Now, is the Ngon better here, or is it better I... Okay, hold on. Let me see what I'm working with here. Oh, dear God. Okay. Got rid of that one, so we need to now... I think we do it this way. Yeah, that looks... No, I don't like that. Oh. Well. You know what? I'm just going to keep it as it is right now, because it really doesn't matter. And trying to solve it's causing me more of a headache than moving on. The lesson I learned here today was it doesn't matter. It's the back of the fucking legs. So, let me crease this. And then it does look pretty smooth. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Okay. I've never known how to do proper knee like joint or just joint in general. Because I've never been sure, should I, like, is the proper way to do it? Because this is the knee there, right? Yeah. So let me move this down to the knee area. Like, is that all I need to do for a knee joint? Because I've never been sure. Am I supposed to do something in the back too? Or am I supposed to just do it in the back? Like that. All right, hold on. Let me, yeah, you know what? Sorry, I forgot I put bloom on in this fucking thing. Let me turn the bloom off. That really is not a good idea. Hold on. I can just turn the bloom off. And, a good point on that. I will make it. That should be better now. Let me see, does it look proper now? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's better. It was part of the retro effect of the CRT effect that I put on. Yeah, I'm just never really sure, like, when you do, like, a loop like this, is it, like, is that correct? Is, for pants at least, is this correct? Or something along those lines? Or is it, like, should it be... Yeah, I guess it is up to me. You're right. The fuck does Alt-V? Oh, just ripped it. Okay. Wait, what? What does Alt-V do? Hold on. I've never hit this keybind before, Hydro. Dude, I would have been fucking using that. I'm so upset. It just rips it but keeps a new face? Fuck, that's so useful. Thank you. That's, like, really good for the back. Right? Because I can do... Yeah, send me something. Let me see. It's a good reference. It's a really good reference. So I'm just, like, open it up, I see. Okay, I think I like that second one. That second one I think I like the best, Soph. Here, I'll put it on stream here quick. It's a reference. God, I hate how when you put PNGs in like that from your browser, they do that. The second one here, I like that one. But like you said, Soph, you said the fourth one's front commanded, the second one's behind. Yeah, because that one... 1, 2, 3, 4... Let me try doing that second one here. I always just forget what this shit looks like. So that would be... I wish it wasn't bent. As I try and wrap my head around this. So I need to turn off subdivision. It's already off. Okay. So either way, I need to fully create a new loop here. So I'm just going to do that. That's the full new loop. And then it's literally just... Is it just... I this? Like, is this it? Is that it? Oh, it's from this side. What's the forefront's front? Let me see that one. So yeah, then that's pretty easy. I think I would... select these, and I think I would make them smaller. Because then I can get that, like... I don't know if there should be, like, a crease here. I almost feel like I should do, like, a crease like that. Kind of like what I was doing with the V thing. I'll probably keep it smooth. They're smooth, straightened pants. I want them to look good. If the fourth one's front, let me see what difference that would make. Oh, it would just be adding an extra loop through it like that. But the subdivision should handle that for me in a way that's, like, meaningful. I do like it in the back. But I don't think I need it in the front, so let me see what happens if I just... fuck it. Yeah, we'll do that. Sure. That's my loop. We're sticking to it. Looks a little weird here. I almost want to see if I can... wonder what would happen if I, like... Hi, Red. What's up? Oh, it's 7 a.m. for me. Yeah, I slept too early by accident, and then I'm trying to be healthier, so I started intermittent fasting, which meant that when I woke up, I couldn't eat or drink because I slept too early. And I started my fast too late because I was drinking a soda. Sorry, I didn't mean to take all the internet from the two Australians that are left after the Emu War. It was really not on purpose. I apologize. Sorry, the free Australians that are left after the Emu War. How do you know I forgot about Sophie and I didn't forget about you, Shango, huh? I think you're reading into this. I think you're reading into things. I think you need to calm down. Red, what the fuck are you saying? I feel like I'm going insane the more I look at chat. What court? Which court? You gonna take me to fucking kangaroo court? I didn't even know you were gonna say that. Fuck yeah. All right. And the part I don't like about this and why I'm thinking about changing this entire shape is that I don't like. Turn off the subdivision for a minute. Let me see if we can solve it on here. I think I might just get rid of this line. Let me see if it gets rid of it. It does. Partially gets rid of it. So yeah, it'll just have to go. That's fine. It's fine. You know what? No, we'll keep it. We'll keep it as it was. Bryce. Who the fuck wants British rocks? A little dance? Hold on. You're welcome. Like he's running. He's places to be, guys. All right, pants are done for now. I could add more wrinkles to them later. This is Professor Pine's runner outfit. Hold on, I'll pull up the reference again. That's not it. That was it. What the fuck, Red? The mood board I made, so I'm sort of using this as inspiration, and then I'm just free idea modeling it because I didn't want to draw. Actually, he's ready to run. No, I want to be. Like he's ready to run because he's old and what? I considered all the ideas. I considered cartoon robber. He's gonna have striped pants, some sort of tailcoat. I'm not sure what yet. You know, hold on, let me look at this reference again. I'm not sure where to go from this now. I mean, I have the basics of some of it planned out. Have I considered? Probably. Nipple you know, I hadn't considered that actually, and the answer is no. Thank you for giving that idea to me to consider. It didn't take long, at least, so no time was wasted. He lost his nipples on the. I stopped giving my guys nipples, my characters nipples, when there was like that whole like TOS thing, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter now because it's kind of insane that it would. But I still don't do it just out of principle. For like, at one point we weren't allowed to have nipples technically, but I'm pretty sure it's fine now. The worst part is that even when I can go eat, right, I don't actually have anything to eat. I don't even think I have. Do I have cheese? I don't even think I have cheese to like make a quesadilla. I don't have any meat. I don't. Oh, man, I have tortillas. Maybe I just cut off some of the Thanksgiving turkey early, and I just cut a few pieces off and cook them. It's not a bad idea. Make a turkey wrap. Who'll notice a few cuts taken out of the turkey? I certainly wouldn't, right? Uh. It's looking pretty snazzy. What else is there to do? Because again, in his normal outfit, he has, and let me make a new layer specifically for his normal outfit. I'm not making a toast sandwich. That would not make me satisfied at all. I would cry a little bit, for sure. Oh yeah, we're cooking something up here. Got some good pants. Very nice. He definitely dresses up pretty nice considering what a crazy old man he is. I think anybody would look nice in these sort of pants, though. I want to, I want to push the limits of the shapes. People don't do that enough. I want to really like push that. These are sharp pants. These are sharp, wide pants. So I should push how sharp and wide they are. This is essentially a cartoon character, so I should make him look cartoonish in design. I always have to remind myself to like push the shapes I'm doing like extra like 25, 50% sometimes. Like this, see, this makes sense to not be like that. So I think I'm gonna keep that straight because I want that straight shape to stay. Now the question is, do I give him that like tailcoat look? Because again, that's what I was saying. I want to keep it consistent. He has this tailcoat sort of like he has the silhouette should be similar in my eyes. Have I considered? All right. Belly bottom, bell bottom jeans. Bell bottom. No, I haven't. That's not in the media, no, actually. But not for this. What the fuck are bell bottom jeans? Oh, just the jeans that that go. So if I I want to see what that would look like. Just like a solid just like that, yeah. What more could you really ask for? Than some bell bottom fucking dude, he looks like Scooby Doo in the fucking Scooby Doo movie. They call me the Disco Danger Man. They don't call me that. Please don't call me that. Please don't call me that. Nope. That's what they call me when I go to the Dirty Diamond. I have to figure out how I'm gonna disguise him. Because again, the entire point is like I might just do the fucking full face mask. I'm debating because then it hides his beard, which kind of sucks. Because his beard is like such a key component of his face. But I could totally have a let's see, let's add a I don't even know how I would begin to like do this. Thank you. Welcome. Hey, look at some 3D modeling. It's going. We're working on a new outfit for a character I made for a project I'm in. What I kind of wanted to see was, I'm Professor Pine. Well, Again, I think the idea I want. Maybe I should make the goggles first. Oh, you were the Spanish. Nice. There's something wrong with that sweepo. I don't like the idea that I mean, it's really funny. I don't actually care. I just think it's really funny that the idea that the sweepo's native like base language is for some reason Spanish. Let's do that and then add mirror modifier. I definitely think the goggles are the route to go. Let me model. I'm gonna model those first. I can't really get them to. And he's got these big glasses, so I want to keep the shape of that in there. Let me just try and match them up a little bit, I think. Yeah, that'll work. Does give him like a kind of Owlman vibe. They call me the Night Owl. And I think it's not a bad name. Richie did have that owl mask. I don't want to just use that. As funny as that would be. I can save that for someone else. If this character dies, I'm gonna probably re-roll into a bunny mailman. So maybe I'll save his like runner outfit is that he's a bird. I'll probably want to do runner stuff again because it's just something extra to do in the RP. That's fun. I've always wanted to do it. Bird. Yo, bird. That's perfect if they look like that, actually. That's really funny. I'll just do this for right now, and then I will put them on the face. I will move these forward. And I need to, like, add a deform. Oh. It'd be that, but I need to... Where's that empty at? Hold on. I can make another empty. We're gonna separate them, open them up. There we go. Now it's an empty. We can put this on there. Yeah, it wasn't very fun, that project for them. I mean, I liked it, what I did, but yeah, I left. And it sounded like I left at a good time from everyone else that I've spoken to. So, no harm there. And then, Richie, I mean, he's just, assumedly, he's still around his entire backstory was that he was essentially Batman Robin combined. So he's probably like still out there in the metaverse city, in Zafira City, doing something. Good. I've been 3D modeling for. Thank you, first of all. It's really not the best topology. I kind of just, I've gotten a little lazy with it because it's mainly meant just for me. But, I have been 3D modeling since I started in 2018 when I started playing VR chat, but I didn't really start taking it seriously for another like 1 or 2 years after that, I think. With this simple bend is that it's like, as you can see, it's like really fucking up the goggles. So I think I need to maybe actually do this a little differently. Maybe I do need to do it like centered. Like 5 years of taking it seriously, but if we're including all the time since I downloaded Blender and started, it would be, God, that's too many now. Like 7 or 8. Maybe the deform isn't the way. Maybe just I need to just do very slight, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want swimming goggles. Look, I need like cybernetic steampunky-esque goggles. So good night, Sophie. I think the route to go is for me to do it like this, and then I'll deform it by 30 degrees from the center point, right? It's got that slight well, that's not enough. Maybe 45? Okay. The 45 degree is not that bad if I then proceed to shrink it a little bit on the x-axis. I think I want to cut these off. Is voice recording? I'll probably do a voice mod filter. The funniest fucking part about if you've been watching the Undivide about Pine becoming a runner is that Fushi and Worthless have also signed up, but none of us have told each other in character, meaning all three of us are just gonna show up and not know the the comedy that's gonna come about when we find out is so fucking good. Like, I think I'm gonna duplicate that as it is, and I'm gonna. I like Wes. What did I do for free? I think what I'll do actually is I will. I kind of really like the idea of this actually like the lens bulging out. So let me try and model that. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. Pine just loves to work on machines, and he was given the opportunity to work on a machine. There we go. Oh, yeah. I think that'll create a nice effect in Unity when I'm done with the material. So let me now, what next thing I want to do is first of all, I can get rid of all of these like useless ones. Wait, hold on, I don't know which ones are useless. Okay, this one's useless. Let me delete the right half of it. Mirror modifier. There was a buff playing around in the back, yeah. I charge them and then I'll probably work on them later on. Yeah, the second I warp, it's gonna reveal it, which is really funny. I don't know who the mission DM is. I hope it's Knickknack. Purely because I would love for him to get the chance to fuck with my passive more. My fucking horrible flaw, I should call it. It is a passive flaw. The teleporting is my flaw, yes. I have no control over it. It is not up to me. Sometimes sometimes it's a good flaw. Most of the time it's not. I'm glad it got approved. So the teleporting and the becoming sane is the same flaw, or basically having a dementia moment that's the same flaw. I added the dementia moment part was because character team wanted a part of the flaw that I would do, so the DMs wouldn't, so it wouldn't be only DMs, which I understand. So that's part of that same flaw. My other flaw of my two flaws, whenever Professor Pine does not it's a Daredevil flaw. He does not have any sense of danger. If someone points a gun at him, he won't run away or seek cover of his own volition. He won't ever use cover of his own volition. I had the right of, I made sure the right of his own volition because I don't want to get in trouble if someone forces me to do it or tells me to do it, and then like, you know, they make sense. I don't want to accidentally do it wrong is the real answer. So I have no sense of danger, which is why I won't duck from bullets. I will not run away from shooting. That is why I walk straight towards the gunfire, yes. He does not believe that he can die. The in-character reason is that he believes that he is in a Groundhog Day simulation or setting, so whenever he dies, he will come back to life. It is a difficult flaw to sort of work with, and I had to work hard to get it approved, but I think it's fun. Trying to get this all over his face. That way I can just extrude out from it. I think that's good enough. I'm not going to be able to get it out up there, so that's fine. So now I need to... probably smooth that part out. Here, I'll bring it out a little more over here. I will say, I don't recommend doing a Daredevil flaw like that, and I doubt it would get approved if you're playing a combat-heavy character. I am pretty sure the only reason this is really working for Pine as a flaw is because he is a character that does not seek out combat and is actively offensive, strong character. I don't know if it would work as well, or even if DMs would want to play with a character who has a flaw like that. I can't speak for them, obviously, but I can't imagine you would want to work with a character that has no sense of danger and is also really strong, because then it just sounds like their entire bit is going to be causing problems, right? Meanwhile, Professor Pine is a weak and frail old man who doesn't even use a gun. We'll see if that'll have to change, though, for his runner stuff. Yeah, it feels like a lot of people try. I've been told that some people, not a lot of people, I've been told that some people have tried to turn like Daredevil flaws in the past into like edges secretly, which is if you're, and if you're making a loves the fight character, but you make their flaw that they don't believe they can die and don't have any sense of danger, right? Then you're really just taking away a key component of the RP at no cost to yourself, which is the not there's a similar term called new life rule. What's it called? It's like where you have to respect your will to live, right? You have to act reasonably when it comes to like survival, and if somebody is attacking you, generally if you don't have a means to defend yourself, you're gonna want to, as in the real world, if somebody pointed a weapon at you and you don't have anything to defend yourself, fight or flight, right? Generally it's that man has a gun, I have nothing, he's pointing it at me, I should do what he says. But if you make a character that's combative and strong, then it sort of kind of defeats the point. It kind of ends up being a nothing flaw, because if you're already strong, then you would probably do something about it anyway. Self-preservation, thank you. That's I don't think that's the exact word that I've heard them. I think there's an exact wording I've heard used in terminology, but that is the summary of the summary of the meaning. Same concept. Yeah, I do think I'm going to go with the I'm going to try the cloth mask first. I'm going to have the goggles, I think, either way. But we're going to try the cloth mask first. It looks pretty snazzy, I think. We had a sharpness there. For now, at least. Now, the question is, am I adding the entire cloth mask underneath? We'll see. Add the goggles for now. Let's... Smart way of doing this would be just copy the head, right? But I'm not going to do that. Because again, I want to practice. Let me just try getting the shape of it here. Because I'm thinking about having it so that it keeps his hair showing, right? I really want to make this look like a disguise. I've never been a fan of the disguise rule where people sort of, they have the opportunity to make it clear that this is a different character, right? But they don't hide their most important elements. But I'm like, Persephone, he just has white, grayish hair. I really don't think by showing some of the hair, it would be very clear that it's, the sandy blonde hair is like different. I do want to go around his jaw now and then. I do wonder if I could shrink wrap this to his face as I go. That would be a good idea. Just like a good amount of buffer. Then a subdivision, of course. I'll turn this buff off as I go for now, though. And like a spy TF2 mask. Like I just don't think I want it to go. I could probably have it cover his ears. Yeah, if I knew Spanish, I would have done the funniest fucking thing in the world in that moment. But I don't. I know nothing. I have been wondering. I mean, no, I should. I was gonna say I've been meaning to learn another language, but I keep pivoting away from Japanese, and I really need to go start learning Japanese. I can't start learning like a different language. But then again, like if Japanese is the one I'm struggling with, maybe I should just go learn like Spanish or Portuguese or something that I've been thinking about, or Dutch, German, one of those. It's a pretty common language, Spanish. It would be a good one for me to learn at some point. It's on my list. I want to learn. Japanese is difficult, yeah, but really want to go to Japan, so I should really start learning it. And I've been meaning to start learning it for about 10 years. So I'm debating if maybe I should just start with another language, because I was thinking about learning Dutch as a bit. Because I thought it'd be really funny if I just started talking to someone in Dutch one day. Spanish. I want to learn in total. I want to learn Spanish, German, Dutch. Spanish right now. No. Spanish, German, Dutch. Brazilian Portuguese is pretty high up there. I like that language a lot. The little bit I know about it. Japanese, obviously. Korean sounds interesting. I should learn Chinese at some point. I don't really have any interest. I don't really want to learn French. I don't really want to learn. I don't know if I have any. I want to learn. So what I want to do is I want to learn a language that'll help me travel. Right. I want to learn a language that'll help me travel anywhere other than English. Yeah, that's why I was thinking German, because I could probably use German throughout Europe a lot if I needed to. In certain places, at least, if like it would help me understand other languages as I go, as a starting point. I need to learn British. That one's tough. What else? Again, I don't think I have any use for Italian. Yeah. I get made fun of every time I try and speak Dutch in from like Google Translate from my fucking friend from Belgium. I'm really struggling with British. It's because we learned to pronounce them from 17 other ways. None of them are the same. A little bit of that, a little bit of there. We have no clear source for our fucking language. As long as people can understand you, that's really all that fucking matters. I don't think I want to do the different crap. Man, whoever could it be under this mask with this fucking nose? God damn it. Oh, Professor Pine, how am I gonna make you work? I wonder who it is. What? What did you say to me? Put another mask on top? You're right. Yeah, I think the route. Let me look at the reference again. I think the route doesn't have a. Yeah, no, the route. Yeah, this is the way. You're right. It is just pretty much a straight shot down. So that'll help. This makes more sense anyway. That ship bar would be funny. I think the. I wish that. I think technically sensor bars are. They're a little risky because I not to take the joke seriously. I was just thinking about how funny it would be, but I'm a little annoyed because I put a sensor bar on someone's model a long time ago for a naked model. It was really funny, but apparently that's against Twitch TOS. Like now, it didn't used to be to like have any body part censored, and they actually like I don't know if they've ever done it to a 3D model. Yeah, it was for a bit at least. I know that's why I had to get not used on an RP model I made. It might be changed. Again, Twitch TOS changes every fucking time you look at it. That was like a year or two ago now that happened, that it got changed. And again, the Twitch TOS is fucking ridiculous when you start reading into it, but it's hard to know what's real and what isn't and what applies to like 3D models and what applies to just people. Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know if this shape's gonna work. I'm trying. I want to make it work, so I'm gonna keep trying. I will have to make blend shifts for the mask, yeah. Maybe I should put the goggles on. That might help. The right ones? Fuck, which are the right ones? It's these ones. Okay, it's not it's not as bad with the goggles on. Wondering if I can like. Okay, that's pretty good right there. If I do that little bit of upturn towards the nose there. I think just that amount is probably as much as I can go. Of course, I could just say his nose gets squished down a bit when he's wearing the mask, right? But I think I don't need to do that. That also requires me to like plan around that. I don't want to plan around it right now. Let me. I'm gonna get as close to his skin as I can. The Winter Soldier. Then I'd have to like hide his ears, I think. I don't know. I'm debating because this would let me show his hair, right? If I did it this way. So it's still clearly him if I put his hair back on. I'd probably want to end it a little bit before it goes up that high then, right? So it's more like a. Like here. Yeah, I'm going to squish the ears in for sure. I'll have to just make a shape key for that in a minute here. And of course, I'm going to run this entire fucking... I think I'm going to try and hand paint this outfit and then run it for Substance Painter. Once again, I've become too reliant on Substance Painter to just do quick textures, and I miss hand painting. So I'm going to try and make these ones look really good. And if they look really good with the plan is I'm probably going to Substance Painter them, or I'm going to hand paint them, and then I'm going to get some extra shading maps out of Substance Painter that I can then apply as like a diffuse, like as an overlay shading type. I've done that before, but I want to really do it well on this one. I feel like I should add a thing for the goggles to like connect back. What would be the best way to do that? Yeah, I'm not sure what the correct order I should do it in yet, to be honest, is. I'm just kind of feeling that I want to start with the hand painting first, so that way I go from there. Just a feeling. I could just not connect it back. Right? Like, I don't really need... You know what? Yeah, if it's a part of the mask... I guess what I could... Maybe I could, like... do that, and then... Hold on. Duplicate it. Do that. Remove this front beat. I'm gonna go back to being a mirrored object now, so let me... There we go. Now I just connect most of this. Connect all of it. I don't know how far I want to go. Hold on. Okay, we'll go that far, and then we will pivot downward to there. See you, man. Leaves in Spanish. Whoa, if only there was a word for that. Now, of course, I could just cut out a hole for the ears, right? ¿Sí va en español? Oh, damn. Grandpa, what are you wearing? Get your hair out like that. I need to put on different music. I don't know if it's better with or without the essentially that part. Because I was kind of thinking that. Let me see. I was kind of thinking that this would be like the. Or if I do this part is that you can't really, you really lose all. Like I would lose. Let's see how that looks with the hat on. Actually, the hair down. No, you wouldn't even see it. I'm not even sure how much hair will be showing if I do it this way. But maybe that's for the best, that it covers up more and it just shows his eyebrows. Because I don't hate how this looks. Hmm. I don't hate that. It does look a little like diving goggles now, but it also kind of represents. It keeps the same like. Funny enough, the shape language of his glasses remains a little bit this way almost, which is funny. So I think I'll keep it. I need to decide now if do I do just ears underneath or do I do fucking circular cutouts for his ears? I really don't know. I think he probably look better with them covered, so I'm probably gonna try that first. Let me do a. On the bright side, I can just literally. I have seen that suit with the fucking hair showing. Yeah, Spider-Man Noir. That's cool. Look, Spider-Man Noir is not bad. I know a lot of people don't like the hair showing for the suit. I actually really. I've always been a fan of the Flash doing it, right, where it's like the hair is showing through the top. I've always been a fan of that look. I don't think it'll be all black when I'm done, but I mean, that's pretty good for right now for a runner outfit. I think that he's, you know, unrecognizable from his normal self like this, which I like. I like the idea that he knows how to do a good disguise, but he just doesn't bother most of the time. I might make new gloves. I'm not sure. I think I'm pretty content with that for today's modeling adventure. And I think I've waited long enough. I'm pretty hungry. Let me go see how long I have left on that fast. Yeah, he definitely dressed for the fucking. He definitely knows how to dress well. Hey, Oracle. I was just saying, I'm thinking about getting some food. Look, I'm putting him in a suit. His runner outfit. I slept a little bit. I slept too early then when I woke up and I couldn't fall back asleep. And I was pretty hungry and I'm trying to do fasting. And let me see how long I have left. Hold on. On my neck, on this, I have 3 hours left in the fast. I'm probably just going to end it early. I have 20% of it left. I really don't need to wait. Because I have a Dr. Pepper calling my name in my fridge and I don't know what I'm going to go make. I have an old piece of tuna that's been frozen for a long time. It should still be good because it's been frozen and it hasn't like unthawed at all. So the worst case scenario, it's just freezer burnt. I don't want the Dr. Pepper so bad. I'm sure that it's fine. It's been frozen. It's not bad. I wouldn't eat it if it was in a freezer I didn't know stayed frozen at least. So yeah, that was a fucking mess. It did blow up on me. Oh, Oracle. Hold on. Remember when we were playing the what are those games called that we played, that we streamed? The escape room games, kinda. Not we didn't play It Takes Two. Though that would have been fun. And maybe chaotic. We Were Here. Did you ever finish those games? Because there was one more, I believe. I was gonna ask if you wanted to play it at some point within the next, like soon, because we don't have RP this week. Yeah, I never played it without you, so that's why I was wondering. I don't know if did they make any more? Yeah, if you're free sometime, like, because we don't have RP all this week. Or I don't know your schedule. Or I've been trying to stream like every day. Technically, I'm going to be streaming like maybe 3 times today. Or no, twice today if I stream again later. Because we played. Well, I know I've played through. We played for 2 of them. We played through We Were Here and We Were Here Too. We have to do We Were Here Together and We Were Here Forever. if you have those. I don't know if I can't remember if you need to own them. I think it goes We Were Here Together and then it goes to Oh yeah. We should play them sometime this week. I did see that one. I don't own that one. I just saw it when I was looking in the store. I didn't click on it though. What is that one? Let me click it. We Were Here Expeditions, The Friendship. Standalone We Were Here experience. Okay. That one looks fun. Oh, it's only $4. Okay. Why is it so cheap? Oh, it's a really short one, it looks like. I wonder if they're making a new one. Go on their website to see if they have anything. Let's see. Well, tomorrow. Jesus Christ! I had to pull myself out of the fucking yawn. I had to reach out, dude. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. We could do Friday, I think. I don't think anything's happening Friday. I don't think I have any other plans on. Let me check. Hold on. We could do like Friday, a couple hours before neon time would be, if you're free then. Let me check to make sure I don't have something on that day. I shouldn't. No, I don't. Welcome back. Thank you. Grizzly D&D got canceled? Damn. I'm not going to be free because I'll be at Thanksgiving all day until late probably. On Thursday is the reason I didn't say that one, because it is American Thanksgiving. I should probably give more of a subtle, like, there's totally an ear here shape. Just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. No, tomorrow's, hold on. Today is Wednesday, correct? Sandman vibes? Oh, that's sick. Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday, and tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Yeah. I think. It should be. Today is Wednesday. Yes, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Yeah, you're allowed to not know it because you're not American. I'm allowed to not know it, and I'm American, but I do know it because I checked my calendar. So looking at the reference I had, the pants here have a little. Like I have a piece of. I'll just put it here. I want to say. Which Ascension Academy VOD? I can go check them. Some of them might have gotten deleted because I didn't export them in time. I can go do that right now, actually. "74, 75, and 76 are all up. Anything past my second episode? A lot of them are on my VOD channel. If you've looked there, you might have looked there. I'll put the link in chat anyway. Sorry, Hydro. A lot of them are there because Twitch decided that you can only have 100 hours of content uploaded, which is fucking ridiculous. But maybe, hey, maybe it'll keep the platform up a couple more months. So all the highlights got taken down. I had to export every single highlight, which I did. I don't know if all of them are public, and some VODs are lost forever. Like, I lost one of the Fallbrook VODs, which sucks. Like, one of the finale Fallbrook VODs, which was a really good one, too. I'm pretty sure I lost one of those, at least. Let me go to my expiring tab. Is there unpublished and published? Okay. So I do have two. Let me just export these right now. I like to put in their description the date that they were streamed to make it easier. But it is really annoying to do that every single time. All right. I just published two more VODs, or I just exported two more VODs to YouTube. They'll be up in a bit, but they're not. It was the Fenvale Expedition for Eden Lost and the dry run for Professor Pine and Neon. Yeah. Let me see where. I guess it just has. Okay, it looks like there's supposed to be more of these around, so I'm gonna. Well, there should be a button here, so maybe I'll make that button quick. Because that's already is like the perfect button shape. Everyone no work. That's fair. Yeah, I'm only working on this because I got, I'm having Professor Pine become a runner. And a supplier, technically, but either way, he needs a disguise. I'm still debating if I'm going to open up commissions. Fucking crazy. What, that he's a runner? It's very funny. These pants look pretty good, though. I'm pretty happy with how these pants look, like, model-wise. I'll definitely clean them up a bit more as I go, but... Character? He's been great. He's been really fun. Playing a chaotic character, an agent of chaos, is what I love doing most in RP. Just someone who runs into the scene and does something and then runs out. I really enjoy that the most, I think, out of any other type of RP. Is just playing like a fun, a little whimsicalness to it, you know? Yeah. I did make the request to Knickknack, if he ever remembers to do it, or if any of the DMs want to do it. It's not a big deal if they don't, because it wasn't like written down anywhere. But I really want, actually I did write it down to a DM, I think at one point I did. But I really want to get teleported to a map that isn't like the one I'm in, like just in the middle of, like they're just like, all right, like there's a mission going on and I just get teleported into the middle of it. It'd be so fucking funny. We do have a lot of season left. I'm surprised they went for that long of a season, but I am not complaining. The only thing I am hoping they change in Neon, that I think I've expressed to a few people, is that I really want us to earn a skill point. If we're doing 30 episodes for a season, I really want us to be able to earn a skill point mid-season. I'm going to keep advocating for that if it ever gets brought up, because I just think that the fact that the only way we can progress skill-wise is 40? I'm pretty sure they said 30, right? If we're doing 40, I'm going to... It's a lot of season. I think it's 30. I think so. I think. You should go to bed if you're tired. I will not keep you here. We will hang out later. Ready to? Okay. I will try to make sure I'm free that day. I should be. That's a lot of my life. All right. Damn, these pants are just fucking pretty much modeled. I'm debating if I want to add more wrinkles. I kind of like how clean they look. I could add like some more, because I just have the one crease there. But I'm kind of content. Just I would maybe add one like along here. Maybe I'm kind of content just leaving them. The only thing I would see is maybe the backside. I think I want to push the pocket here to be bigger. At least a little bit. Yeah. Nobody would ever think this is the old man crazy scientist. This is an outfit I used to wear back in my heyday. Back when, you know, things were good and people were nice and I had money. I'm gonna wait and see. If I go to a tailor in RP or not. I might just wait and see if there's like the problem is if I don't get if I go to a tailor, that's a connection that can figure out that he's a runner, right? And I don't know if he would trust anyone like that. But also it makes for better RP. If there's like a possible connection there. So I think for the sake of the RP, I'll try and go to a tailor for it, but I'm not going to stress too hard if I can just have the clothes, which I'm pretty sure I can. Tailor store. I think the tailor store got converted into something else. Risky move does make for good RP usually. That's what I was gonna say. It might just be his in his like repertoire of clothing. So I have to decide what I'm doing for the top half, right? I have to decide if I'm doing like I want to capture this like shape here of like the coat. So there's a very good chance I do like I'll just make like a quick version of it. I'm having a moment. I was trying to decide what shape I wanted to make. Circle was the answer. Like I'm debating if I want to have like a sort of oh damn, okay, this might fuck. This might fuck. I'm not sure yet. That's his hair. Oh. The lack of food's starting to get to me, guys. Yeah, it probably won't all be black when I'm done. I'm probably gonna have extra colors in here. For sure. I'm not sure what colors yet, though. Because right now because there's something on the reference that I found. I know that song was good, but I like that song a lot, but I was debating in my head, is this technically a Dispatch spoiler? even though I'm pretty sure everyone's heard it. What is this? Yeah, this shape, like, this is cool. This shape right here, right? I guess it would be I'd have to put like I think I'd have to not tie it to that, but well, the problem is it covers up. I feel like I need to maybe do it like that, right? And maybe it's that much. Yeah. I could split it in the back. That's split in the back too. I don't know. I don't know yet if it would be a skirt leg finger or a trench coat. I'm not sure. I don't want to cover this up. I don't know. Maybe. So you can just pull it back a little bit more and then it solves that issue actually. So, because in one of the pictures I have that I was looking for reference, you can see that left one there. You see it's got like that shape that sort of goes into it. I was wondering if that's the route I want to go. I don't think I want to give him a whole trench coat. I think I want to give him more like the suit and ascot tie look, like this. Like the vest, I mean. Kind of like that there in the middle. I don't think I like the jacket, although the jacket does look cool there. This guy right here his outfit fucks. This old man right there. So maybe a suit jacket, but I think for sure vest and shirt with a ascot like that. And then I'll see about modeling a jacket on top of that. Like a trench coat. But yeah, I think I'm going to call this. I think I might call the stream here. But I'm glad to know that apparently streaming fucking in the AM on a Wednesday morning is a good stream time for people. And now I got shaped deal. It's true. Thank you for the follow. I'm glad to know this time works for people because I've been trying to find good times to stream. And the fact that I have an active chat while I'm doing this is great. Enjoy that Thanksgiving break. Probably going to end here in a minute because I'm starving. I can do more art streams. I really should because I would not have gotten this much productive work done without streaming. The shoes I'm keeping because I don't want to fucking remodel them. I changed their shape a little bit. I made their heels a little bigger and made them a little bigger and pointier. And I'm just going to retexture them. I'm gonna go see if I can find food. Thank you guys for watching. That was a solid 3.5 hours. Oh my god. I know I work a little slow. It's a problem, which is why streaming helps because my whatever attention deficiency I have makes it a fucking struggle to just focus and keep working. I've gone on like 7 different tangents during this stream alone. I'm pretty sure that distracted me from working. So maybe 100 tangents actually. For now, I'm gonna go and make food, see if I need to do anything for Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow. Today, I don't think I need to do anything today. I think we're doing it all tomorrow. I need to go bring in some groceries from the car. That's what I need to go do. All right. Let's go to the break screen. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go and let's see. Hold on. Let me go to my channel. Hold on a second. Thank you, Hydro. Thank you guys for watching so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're just gonna end. I will see you guys. I might stream later today if I feel like playing games, but since I woke up super early, I might try and rest because some people wanted to hang out tonight, and I would hate to not be awake for that. So there's a good chance I don't stream Eclipsium because I did this stream and because I couldn't sleep. But I will stream Eclipsium at some point. I really want to play that game. I know no one knows what that game is. I want to play that game and I want to stream it. Anyway, good night, gamers. I say good night. It's fucking 9 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. Good night.